if you would, tell us about these and how they all work together.
Certainly. So the recommendation to assess the need or the willingness to quit smoking, it usually starts with some questions that you ask the patient. So number one is asking the patient whether the patient smokes or he has smoked in the past. Being very specific in this point is important since patient may consider smoking one cigarette once a week, not a real habit. So getting details will be important. Then number two will be advise the patient to quit smoking as soon as possible. And with that, setting up a quit day is the most important first step. Then it's important to assess the patient's readiness to quit. Some patients may not be ready to quit, and in those patients or people, it's important to understand what will be the limitations for them to quit right away, to try to assist them. And number four will be assist the patient in quitting smoking, offer some interventions, both behavioral or medications where the patient are most likely to be successful to quit. And lastly, arranging follow-up, mostly at the first week after patient quitting date is important to continue to help the patient or the person who smokes to be successful in this goal.
Why, and I think we touched on this briefly a few moments ago, is quitting so hard? Is it simply because of society? Is it because of the drug intake? I mean, or is it all just all these elements coming together?
Yeah, it is a combination of all of this together. Nicotine, as mentioned before, is highly addictive. It's one of the more difficult drugs to quit. It has very significant withdrawal symptoms that makes it hard to quit. It gives patients a sensation of wetness and decreased anxiety, so patients feel immediately well after smoking. But the other big component of this, other than the chemical part of smoking, is the habit. Patients that have smoked early in life created certain habits around the smoking activity, and it's, even when they're not smoking, going into those regular activities, making think about smoking, and that makes it more difficult to quit.